What if the reason we haven't solved quantum physics isn't that we haven't found the right equation yet? What if the problem is the equation itself? What if the very tool we're using, measurement, math, language, is what's standing between us and the answer? I'm not claiming to have solved quantum physics, but I think there's a question nobody's asking seriously enough, and it starts with what language actually is. Language is how one conscious being communicates something to another. It works by carving reality into pieces and labeling them. This is a tree. That is sky. Here is fast. There is slow. Every word draws a border. Every sentence is a map made of divisions. Math is the same thing with more precision. It's compressed language, logically airtight, extraordinarily powerful, but still symbolic, still a mind carving reality at joints and saying this is distinct from that. The wave function in quantum mechanics isn't a particle, it's a description of our knowledge of a particle. That's a distinction most people skip right past. We're not measuring reality, we're measuring our representation of reality, and those might not be the same thing. The measurement problem in quantum mechanics has been sitting there for 100 years. When you measure a quantum system, it changes. The particle that existed in multiple states collapses into one the moment you observe it. The act of measurement participates in the outcome. Bohr saw this. He basically said, stop asking what the electron is doing between measurements. The question is malformed. But then he tried to describe that using language and conceptual frameworks, which is just another map. Heisenberg saw it too. The uncertainty principle isn't a statement about bad instruments, it's a statement about the structure of measurement itself, that certain things cannot be simultaneously known because the act of knowing one disturbs the other. Every time physics gets honest about what measurement actually does, it finds the same thing. The instrument isn't separate from what's being measured. The observer is participating in the observed. And then physics tries to mathematize that paradox instead of sitting inside what it's actually saying. What if the next leap in physics isn't a better theory? What if it's a different relationship to knowing altogether? Math works by division, measurement works by comparison, language works by separation, and quantum keeps producing results that resist division, resist clean comparison, resist the subject-object structure that all of our tools are built on. That might not be a problem with the tools, it might be the tools being honest about their limits. Every framework has a ceiling. Newton's did, Einstein expanded it, and quantum might be showing us exactly where Einstein's ceiling is. Not by failing to fit inside it, but by consistently pointing beyond it. The question isn't what equation resolves quantum. The question is what kind of knowing would you need to access what quantum keeps pointing at? I don't have that answer, but I think that's the right question, and I think it's worth asking. Language is how we relate to reality and communicate it to each other. Math is the most precise version of that we've ever built, and quantum mechanics might be the first place in history where our most precise tool keeps returning results that suggest the territory is bigger than any map we know how to draw. It's not a failure of physics, that's physics doing exactly what good science does, following the data honestly, even when it points somewhere the framework wasn't built to go. The measurement problem isn't a puzzle waiting for a smarter equation. It might be an invitation to ask what lies beyond measurement. Not mysticism, not giving up, just following the question wherever it actually leads.